Oh, now the screen is shared.
You are now.
So why this is not opening for me? VS Code. PPT is opening. Okay, I'll use this Ubuntu console meanwhile. So first of all, we discuss about variables. Variables. We took integer first. Listen, if you go to this slide, I have mentioned one slide here. So in Python, the data structures. Data structure is something which store the data temporarily. Okay. So data structures are divided into two parts. One is primitive data types, another is non-primitive data types. Now, primitive data types, we have for further divisions. For is integer, float, string, and boolean. This integer and float, they come under numbers, and strings are different and boolean different. Okay, category. So we'll be saying we'll be defining these variables in our console and try to execute and do some operations on top of it. And another is non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types are like array, list, tuple, dictionary, set, and files. Then list, it is also divided into two types like linear and non-linear. We have studied in our college
Of this time today.
sorry guys again. I hope I would be audible. This happen doesn't happen many times. Like in morning time, I have some connection with the Wi-Fi, and that too also in office hours. It's not my weekend. I need to raise complaints for my internet service provider. So guys, I am audible.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Shweta. So we'll be saying like how to define these variables and how they used to store the data and what is the advantage of one on top of other, why we use arrays or list, and why tuple, like if they are similar, in what respect they are similar, if they are different, in what respect they are different, what is the advantages and disadvantages of this data types. Obviously one would be having some disadvantage, then only we are using some other variables, correct? So those things we need to uh, go through. So I will open my console and let's see, am I able to open this or not? Let me close again and reopen. So you have got installed any ID or um, any Python interpreter in your machine?
Yes.
Okay. So meanwhile, it will update. I will open my Ubuntu. Yeah. For example, I want where I will define num is equal to 10. Okay. Let's see. Num is not defined. Okay, sorry. I am in my Ubuntu machine. So first of all, I should switch to Python. So now I enter into Python interpreter. So I can define variables which are there in Python. For example, num is equal to 10. Okay, and yesterday I shown you like to see the type to what it is. A type is what num is. It's integer. I also showed you about input functions. Input functions mainly returns a string, and in case if you want them to some other data type, we need to typecast it. Okay. Now, uh, about a strings, I would like to say, for example, there is one string I want to define, like X. So this inverted commas, single inverted commas, they are used to represent a string. In case if you want some to use double inverted comma, then also it is representing the string only. Now there would be some question from the developer, like which inverted commas I should go for. So in that case, it is recommended to use double inverted commas, because it will avoid you to get some any kind of error. For example, in this case, I'll tell you. So here I have used, I am a Python developer. Here I have used a single inverted comma in between string. So if I will use single here also, Python won't distinguish actually, because it is telling that your string is getting over in here also only. I mean, here I itself. What is this part? I am a Python developer. So it is a better way to you use every time double quotes. So I am a Python developer and hit enter. See what it will print. It should be string. Now there are other things I want to show you. For example, I want to convert. I want to find whether this string is means ends. There is some method called ends with the some specific letter or not. For example, V. So if I hit enter, yeah, it is ending with V. Some U, no, it is not ending with U. So we can use this in code, and as a validation part, we can also use start with. Okay, it is not starting with U. From where it is starting? It is starting with I. No, it is not starting with I. Why? Because the function is case sensitive. So we need to put as per the case. So here in the string, we have used capital I, correct? Then we have to put C for capital I. Now it is true. So that is another function for strings. Let me try some other um, variable here, like um, Python. And I want to see, like, in course, do we have this letter M or not? So no, it is not there. That's why it is giving you -1. Let me see, P is there or not? Yeah, P is there, but P is at index 0. So this is string. If there is a way to traverse this string, that is called indexing. So if you want to traverse a string, we use indexing. Indexing start from 0. What I want to say, indexing start from 0, that is the meaning is the at P location 0th index is there. At Y, first index will be there. At T, third, second will be there, and so on. So when we are using this method, so this function that we in raw form call function, it is actually a method. And if somebody will ask you like what is the difference between function and methods, then you can say that methods are mostly used with respect to objects. Okay, so if you have learned classes and objects, object oriented programming, if you have done, then you might have heard about attributes. And attributes, you might have heard about methods. So the function when we define in a class, that are they are called methods. Now uh, in Python is based on object oriented. Okay, so Python, if you take an example, if there is integers or string or whatever classes I just now showed you in that PPT, they're called objects. Okay, string is an object in Python. Class is an object in Python. Integer is an object in Python. Then at the same time, this help that I showed you in that previous video, this will work only in case of object. For example, a string is my object. That's why uh, I was able to find the help menu for a string. If I do the same thing for if statement, you might be knowing about if statement. As of now, if you don't know, then just keep it in mind. It's kind of statement. Then we won't be getting any help for if. Why? Because if is not an object. Okay, so as a developer, you should know like which are the things in Python which are objects. Okay. Now coming back again to the string, let me see this course is having that. Yeah, that value is still there. So I want to see this time some other parameters. For example, O is also string which is there in Python, correct? So could you please tell me like we are having total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. Can you tell me what output will get here? Just now we have seen it is giving me the index. For P, it was giving
4,
me 0.
4.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So this we need to keep in mind the various methods. Okay. After that, it's not required to that what kind of output it is giving. We can execute in our system, but keep it in mind like true or false, that should be there in our mind. I thought like no, it is giving me like a true value, some true value will come. So in true, 4 is also a true value, correct? If it is a false value, kind of -1 is they are given. So I didn't memorize the output. I just kept in mind that find is a method. Okay, in the same thing like course dot replace, I remember is a method. I want to replace P with capital P. So now I got it. I got the answer. Let me try again about this VS Code because it is handy for me. I like to coding. Yeah, thank you. I got it. So now let's talk about some arithmetic operators. I'll be fast in this case. So arithmetic operators like which are the arithmetic operators we have learned? We have learned plus, yeah, it does not give me suggestions. Yeah, then minus, then division, then multiplication, then there is something called modular operator. This modulo will give you the remainder. Like if 20 is divided by 10, then what remainder it will give me. Okay, so if I make it 11, for example. So now let me execute this first. So here, see, for this, it is I'm getting 30. Let me clear this output first. I'll re-execute. So this is coming out to be 30. This is minus 10. This is 0.5. Okay, this is 200, and this is 9 as expected. Now, what I want to do, like if it's 21 divided by 10, what I am getting now. Let me comment this. So for commenting, we use shortcut on the keyboard, that is control and forward slash. Okay, and otherwise we can do it individually also. Like we can put here the symbol. Okay. So modulo, this is 9 I'm getting. I have no problem with this. Let me remove. Okay, now this is 2.1. So in case I don't want this decimal part, do you know like any operator that will get me rid of this decimal part?
Round.
Okay, you want, at least you are applying your mind, correct? That is important. Let me see what Python gives me wrong. Okay, I'll show you one more way. Say round is a method for me. I don't want to use round. I want to use some operators only, arithmetic operator. See, so if you are using double forward slash, I'm getting the same output. Okay, so this is also equal to, as you know about round, you might be knowing about this. Okay, so it is not defined. The floor is not there. Round is there. We'll see where is that floor. Not in this video. Okay, yeah, one more thing. Int. Correct. We are able to get int. Now I want to see the behavior of int, just in case if I provide value, so for example 25 divided by something 6, let's see what it gives value. So still it is giving me 4. I want something else. I want 29 divided by 6. Still it is giving me 4 only. So I thought if the value, output value is like more than 0.5, then it will do round off. So in that case, your function, your round function will work correctly, I guess. If I, so int it is giving me floor value, that's a value less than the output. And round, if I do 29 divided by 6, that should give me 5. Yeah, this is giving me 5 because round is having some rule. That rule it is following. So Coffee, you got to know like why it has given me 5.
What
Coffee,
was the question?
yeah, tell me.
The question?
So do you understand why this is giving me output as 5?
Well, 29 divided by 6 is what? 4 point.
Correct. Something greater than 4.5, correct?
Yeah, so it's rounding up.
So in case of integer, we didn't get 5. So we should conclude that it is giving me the value which is less than, means nearest integer, but less than that value, correct? Now there is something called you know, increment and decrement operator. For example, we have some value like x. I want to add one more, add one to it or some number to it. Okay, for example, I want to add 3 here. So what we'll write? X is equal to x plus k. Okay, and then we'll try to print x. So before incrementing, what is the value? After incrementing, what is the value? This is simple addition of. Okay, why I'm showing you? Because this notation we are not using Python. We have a special notation for incrementing the same value if you want to increment, and that is uh, this is the notation. Okay, similarly we can do for minus also. Similarly we can do for multiplication also. What else you want to do? Like you want modulo operator, that also can be used. We can use division also. So all the operators that we have seen here, plus, minus, division, multiplication, modulo, okay, double division, floor division, that are applicable to your increment operator. This augmented assignment operator, we call it. Assignment operator. So about, you must be knowing about this operator precedence, like which operator has more precedence. I'll give you small, like, please give me the output for this. What can be the output? Yeah, guys, are you ready with the answer? Like, I can give you a few seconds for this.
The first one is 60.
60, okay.
And the second one is 33 minus 10 is 23.
Sorry?
23?
23.
Yes.
Okay, let me execute. First one is right. Okay. Second is right. Because see the operator precedence, this is having the
Oh,
most significant precedence. You should
oh,
calculate.
sorry. Yeah, I added it instead of multiplying.
Yeah, it's okay. So we are we should understand what mistakes we have made. That is also knowledgeful, right? It will add to our knowledge. So let me comment this. Shweta, I hope you are also there. Please discuss,
Yes.
participate. Okay. There we have something called comparison operator. Comparison operator means, as the name suggests, it will compare. For example, I want to see like num1 is 10, then num2 is 20. So if I want to see like num1 is greater than num2, so what it will give me output? False. So num1 is not greater than num2. What about num1 is less than num2? Yeah, it is giving me true value. Okay, so and just in case num1 is equal to num2, I'll change the value of num1 and num2. I'll make it like 10 10 and see what output will get. So first true or false, third is true. Then we have something called greater than equal to, less than equal to also. So num1 greater than equal to num2. So I'm going to ask about this output from you guys. Okay, and you have to answer me. Just take your time. What answer it will give you. The answer will be in terms of true and false only. So let me comment this. I don't require. What do you think?
First one is false.
Okay,
Second one is false. Third one is true.
false, false, true. Okay, what about you,
Yes.
coffee? You want to have it?
All will be true.
All will be true. Okay, you got the point. Okay, yeah, here this equal to is also there, Ashada. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it will try to see like num1 is greater or equal to. I have made equal. Both are equal also, no? So if it is greater also or equal also, it will return true. Same with this.
Yeah.
Num1 is less than or equal to. If it is less or equal also, it will be true. Only because of this equal, I am getting true for all. Let me execute.
Mm.
Now, this was, there is one more very popular operator that is not equal to num1, not equal to num2. So tell me about this num1 not equal to. As you are speaking that num1 should not be equal to num2. What should be the output?
False.
False, right? So these were our comparison operators. Now there is something called logical. So logical operators, I have heard about logical operators. You might be thinking, okay, that is and or not. What and will give me output? It will compare both num1 and num2. If both are non-zero, then only the output will be non-zero. With or, if either of them are non-zero, will get non-zero output. Not, it will negate the output. Okay. So let me take one example here. For example, temperature is a variable undefined, and I'll made it like 273. That is the value I've assigned. Now, temperature greater than 200 and temperature less than 300. Now see here, this is my first step. This is my second statement. So first of all, first statement is true or false. Temperature is greater than 200. Yes,
True.
it is true. What about second one? It is less than 300.
True.
True. So if and is there, the output will be
True.
true. If you are doing same thing, I will copy here and I'll take temperature like 190 and temperature greater than 200 and less than 300. What do you think? What will be the output here?
False.
False. Let me try. Yeah, okay. Now same code, we'll write 190 with 200. Then this is the same all. I will change this part. So first condition, false, correct?
False.
Ah,
It will be false.
second condition,
No, it is true.
true. So it is true because there's a here
Yeah.
or is there.
True. Yeah. True.
Now let me do some other checks like tell me what is the output. Not will negate this output. Whatever output we are getting here, it will negate. So temperature is less than 200, correct? Yes.
False.
Uh,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
The output will be false.
So we can brief like for and we all the statement should be true for all at least once, at least one should be true, and for not what will do, it will negate. It will give you the toggle. I can say toggle. It will
Or
reverse
reverse.
or yeah. Now there is something called statement, like a statement like if statement. Okay, and it follows this syntax. I'll tell you. If a statement or if condition, more specific, if condition is true, then only you do something kind of. So we have read about this condition just now. So we'll implement the same thing in Python. So this was the syntax for if statement. Okay, let me write here. What is that? If statement. So again, temperature. If temperature is equal to 25, then what we'll do, we'll print the given temperature is room temperature. Okay, let me execute this. When I clear this output, re-execute. Okay, what in case temperature is 29 and not 25? What output it will give me? Any idea?
Nothing.
Nothing, correct. So for nothing, we don't get any understanding, correct? So what we can do, we can use something called else, and we can print. And what we can print, like temperature is not room temperature. Temperature is not room temperature. Okay. So there is something called elif. In case this conditions have some other scenario also. Okay, I want to implement some other scenario. So I'll be using this same code. For temperature is 25, it is at room temperature. Else if elif. So in Python, else if is elif. Okay. If temperature, again one condition will come here, is greater than 30, then temperature is high. Again elif with some condition. If temperature is less than 10, print the temperature is low. And last, we can, in case if we know that this is my last condition, we can use else. Okay, we can also use elif. Okay, but there is a difference between else and elif. I'll tell you. The temperature is good. Let me execute this first. So it has compared 29, 25, no, false, 25, no, false, 25, no, false. So that's why it came to else condition. Okay. So you can say else is a default. Okay. In case the conditions are not met in this ellipse, or if, it will come to the default else. So what do you think can be the difference between else and else if, elif?
Particular condition and
Correct.
like you said,
Particular
other one is default.
Yeah. So we can do one exercise. Okay. Exercise. What is that exercise? To convert temperature in degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. I think what is the spelling? Okay, I'll take it F as of now. Okay, and vice versa. So you know the formula. Formula, it will be Fahrenheit is equal to the Celsius temperature into 9 by 5 plus 32. This is your Fahrenheit formula. What about Celsius formula? Celsius, let me take this one. So what I want to do, I want to take input from user, and I will take two inputs. So this is the way we do coding. Like we write what is our end, and we write like what is our expected output. So my input will be your temperature value, and then unit of temperature, and output will be your converted temperature. So yesterday, Coffee, I showed like how to take input. Any idea? You remember? So first is the temperature I want to take. Guys, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Coffee, please tell me.
So input
Input. Okay.
parentheses that you can put in a text.
Okay.
Enter temperature in Celsius, maybe.
Okay, enter the temperature. Enter the temperature value. So, and unit, I want to take unit also. So again, input, enter the unit. For that temperature you have entered, correct? So are we missing anything here?
Yes, we need to cast the temperature.
Correct.
as
Because we require
Yeah.
it to be numbers, correct? With the unit it is fine because unit can be string, correct? So we'll write our code like unit dot upper equal to, for example, Celsius. C. And what I will do, I told you yesterday that then Python is the dynamic type. And so whatever you will value, you will give it to that label, it will behave that data type only. So here I can define degree Celsius here also. And I will do like temperature into 9/5 plus 32. Okay, and then I'll do print Celsius temperature is, I told you about STR yesterday.
Should it be Fahrenheit instead of Celsius? So the formula is in Fahrenheit.
Okay, I think even I am also a little confused about this Fahrenheit. Where is that? Let remove this as of now. Okay, so think that we are not a scientist. We don't know any conversion. Okay, I will ask the customer. You give me the formula. Okay, that is a good thing to do. Okay, because he might have some other formula. Who knows? Okay, I can write anything here, any mathematical operation. Okay, consider it like that also. As of now. L if unit dot upper is equal to F, then your Fahrenheit, I guess it is right, is equal to temperature minus 32 into 5/9. 5/9 only, yes. And then we'll do print Fahrenheit temperature is plus STR Fahrenheit. Let me execute. We'll see. Do we get any error or not? Okay. So for executing this, run Python file. So temperature value I want first of all for Fahrenheit, for example, 273, and the unit should be F. So Fahrenheit temperature. This should be degree temperature. Okay, it has to be reverse. So it has to be Fahrenheit. Degree. So I have to make changes here also. Let me re-execute again. 273. Sorry. 273 Fahrenheit. Degrees. This is my degree temperature. Again, I want to execute. I want to see the other condition. 133.8888. The degree temperature. What happened? Invalid literal for base. 133 Celsius 271. So this is near to 273. Okay. So for us, this code is working for us. Now tell me, do you have any questions in mind? Seeing this code, like, do you think like, is there any problem with this code? We can make it better, something like that.
Yes, the casting on the temperature is only taking in integers instead of
Float.
being more flexible to take float as well.
Correct. So you are on the right path. 133 point, what was 888? How many times? Okay, I will take it 9. 88. And then see. Now 273.02. You are right, copy. Okay. What about you? Sweta?
Yeah.
Yep.
So couple of things. Maybe we can round off to 3, 4 because in reality the number will be too big based on that. That is one. I mean 2.273.02000004, right? So we can limit to some extent, maybe 2 or 3 digit post decimal.
Okay, now that also we can do. But as of now, like I can think no customer is happy with this output. Then we can.
Yeah, that is optional. You're right.
That is optional. So this was about one of your exercises you have done. Then you might have heard about some. Okay, before that, what I want to do, I will define one variable called x. I want to increment x. Will print x. Okay. Again, I'll do the same thing like. So what is my agenda here? Print. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, in each print it will be incremented.
Correct. From 1 to how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's run this out. So before that, also made one print also. This last one not required. Let me clear this output. Re-execute. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We means our agenda was to print numbers from 1 to 5, and we got it. Now tell me, like, what is wrong with this code?
You can use loop.
can use loop. So what is the problem that you decided that we can use loop?
Because we are unnecessarily using the same.
Yeah, repeating our code.
Yeah.
Correct. And that's why we go for loops. And for example, while we can use. What while will do? It will tell me give me one variable here and tell me how I need to, what operation I need to do on that variable. For example, x is equal to 1 is a variable. While it will execute till some condition, while condition. Okay, that is the syntax. So we can write here syntax for while. While condition is true, and do something, and then increment. This is also important. We need to increment, otherwise it will go into infinite. So for example, while x is less than 5, I want to print from 5 now, so it should be 6. Print x. I want to increment also, otherwise it will went to infinite loop, because every time one, if it is not incremented, 1 is less than 6, every time when it will come into the loop, the condition will be true only. So I need to increment so that there will be a time when value of x would be 7 or 6, it will be 6, and then in that case it will be a problem. So 1 2 3 4 5. Now I want to make it more readable, so what I can do, I can use this and is equal to space, white space. Okay, so this is more readable. 1 2 3 5 in a single row we are getting, and we can also do something like 1 2 3. So this is considered as a number in Python. Okay, so let me print this. See, it has printed till, I want to print till 1000, so I will put, yeah,
1 second. You mean to say underscore also takes as a whole?
yes, it takes a whole. It means it will ignore itself, you can say.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
So
interesting.
writing, yeah. So starting from 1, it printed till, let me put, just a second, clear this output.
Let me ask you this. Any special character will be ignored in this case, or it is just underscore?
Only underscore.
Okay.
Is this syntax representing a range of numbers like 1 through 1,000?
Yes, yes. It's a range of number from 1 to 1000. So you got the output, no?
And was the and equal to blank doing?
And is only not this, your cursor after print, by default it will go to the next line, and is telling you no, don't, you have to go to next line, you have to be on the same line, you have to print in the next
Basically,
exit.
from vertical, it will go to horizontal.
Horizontal,
one line.
yes.
Sure.
So if and is slash, where is slash?
It will be new line, yeah.
New line. Got it. So if it is only space, it will be same. So it is more readable now. Everything is there in front of you. You don't need to scroll up and down too much.
Okay. Or you can can use that as a delimiter.
Yeah, it's a kind of delimiter, you can say.
Yeah.
Now I want to do something like, just guess what is the output we'll get in this case? Make it 11. So we'll make a habit of doing this equal to, we also will use. Okay. What do you think? Any image you have for this? What it will print?
Yeah, it will keep multiplying with 1,
Star.
right?
Star will
And
multiply with the X every time.
right.
So star is nothing but a string for us, correct? I'll make it 1 for example. Or make it S. S is a string, everyone knows. See what it is printing S, and that's why I just replaced with that star. So this pattern you might have seen somewhere. Okay. So what do you think if I do like this? This time, say in this incrementing by 1 1 1 1, and that's why 1 then 2
It will incremental
3
twice.
means first row 1 will be there, then plus 2, that is 3, plus 2, that is 5, plus 2, that is
It will be 2 into 4 and that exponential.
not
1 and
exponential, means it will be incremented by 2. Previously it was incrementing by 1 1 1.
yeah, right.
Now it is incremented by 2. So I want to make it bigger. So it is more intuitive now, right? So guys, as of now for today's session, I will stop here. If you have something, we can discuss now. I have many things to demonstrate, but the thing is like I don't want to reiterate the same thing, because once I will start a patch, then I will go from level 0, everything. Then again we'll be revisiting this coding, this topics again. So that is my plan, so that we could not miss anything.
Yeah, makes sense.
Coffee, you have any questions? Sweta, if you have questions, you can ask now.
No, it was clear what you discussed today to me.
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, then that's it. We can wrap up today demo session. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.